our discussion, the concept of a multifunctional content digital media creation studio came up. And this is the roof deck, which is also going to be part of our offering at CAYA. Just finished properly brainstorming, like we actually have a concept. What anyway you think of the idea for CAYA? So CAYA is a collaboration between Neighborgood, which is a co-living and co-working company whose co-workspace we're in right now, and with Audiophiles. So I was meeting with Murray, who's the CEO of Neighborgood, and kind of in our discussion, the concept of a multifunctional content digital media creation studio came up. We kind of felt that there's very little infrastructure to support young up-and-coming multi-medium digital creatives in Cape Town, as well as to really support and encourage community and collaboration between those creatives. And we wanted to provide that. Hi, I'm Brad, and welcome to not my crib, but we'll take footage in it because it's pretty, so okay. And this is the roof deck, which is also going to be part of our offering at CAYA. It'll be a space that you'll be able to rent out and use as a content space, which is wonderful because it's got beautiful views of Signal Hill. Sunset's incredible. There's a pool over there, which we'll show you a bit later. Yeah, lots of plants, sun lounges, all sorts. Really, really beautiful, big space for photos and film, and yeah, maybe even a podcast or a video, something. But that's up to you. The goal with CAYA is to provide an ever-increasing number of kind of content creation studio spaces that are fundamentally blank canvases. And what that means is they're spaces that can be broadly configured for most digital creative purposes, depending on what gear and peripheral equipment we move into them and set them up for. We also really want these spaces to feel like a home studio away from home, where people feel really free to come and create the content that they want to create. They feel really comfortable within the spaces.
Yeah, okay.
So there's offices. Yeah, exactly. That's quite nice. Yeah, that's the CAYA. Yeah, I mean, super open here.
You can get that guy doing his little work out there.
Yeah, no, it's
that
amazing.
also gives you a good feel for sort of the dynamic and the flow of the space.
I want that those solo creators are completely independent of us.
Hi guys, I'm Ethan. I'll be helping Audiophiles with their social media and keeping you guys posted about everything that happens behind the scenes, and yeah, getting you guys hyped up for the events.
We talk about how Neighborgood actually came into the picture.
Okay, so I mean, like I said, we as Audiophiles kind of did some sourcing of equipment and stuff for Neighborgood in a previous iteration of the business. So I knew the company and I knew Murray, and with their co-work space, they really want to provide a space for a variety of different individuals to come and share the co-work space, and they want to add a content angle to that. From the perspective of kind of professional digital content, and then also purely creative content.
I don't know the lyrics. This is the part I don't know the lyrics for. Okay, so today we are on our way again to Orms and Belleville, which we really need to fix. So we're picking up 2 badass green screens and a couple of light stands. Down the middle of the... Alright. They can hold PAs. We have green screens. Then we've got a socials meeting with Neighborgood, or like a strategy advertising meeting with Neighborgood at 12.
You are thinking of how to plan.
Yeah, the decision for you.
Actually, that's amazing. Actually, let's go. Thanks, guys.
Perfect, thanks, Cam.
Nice to meet you.
Me, Zahid, and Ethan will probably do some chatting about our launch strategy, or at least our socials launch strategy. Their model now is like crypto. Then 2 of
our collectives are coming in to like check out the studio for an hour, check out the pop-up for an hour at least.
This is such a mad introduction to you.
Electricity,
That's
Wi-Fi,
everything.
actually get to come here, but like see the process of building it.
And then does that make that
Yeah.
Why do you think what you're doing with the build is important?
Okay, well, first and foremost, I guess it's that a space like this, with what we're trying to do in terms of the versatility of the offering and the spaces and the gear, and on top of that, what we're trying to do with community and collaboration and really activating the space. I don't think there's really a space that's doing that in Cape Town, and certainly not with the emphasis on community that we're going for. And also priced at a point that it's accessible for younger, smaller creators, which I think is really important. Secondly, I think is really important because I think it's going to make a big impact on the lives of digital creators in Cape Town. I think that what we're doing here is going to kind of lower the cost of entry. I mean, this stuff's all expensive, and that's a prohibitive factor. And with what we're doing, I think it'll allow people to get started in this industry at a much lower price point. What we want to do is facilitate people trying things and working in different mediums and kind of pushing themselves to grow and improve and work in different formats. And I think, yeah, between that, the community, keeping the price point low and accessible, I think it's going to have a really tangible impact on the lives of Cape Town creatives, making your creative process easier, cheaper, and more enjoyable. And that's ultimately what we're trying to do. Hello. There are puppies that happened. Hi, friends.
What message do you have for creatives who the space is essentially being built for?
Cool. I mean, other than the obvious, like, come use our space, which is, you know, like I said, we're trying to get people in. We want to really support people, and we also want to give you a taste of the space, you know, beforehand. Like I said earlier with trying to support creatives, we're giving people time and space in the studio. And, you know, if you want to do that, we'll put a link in the bio or somewhere that you can click on, and there's something in my eye. It's fine, we'll keep going. You can click on and apply for some space in the pop-up while we're getting things going. And then obviously we'll also have you on our database to get you into the studio once we're ready for market launch, which will be sick. Other than that, like, kind of aside from the sales pitch, try new things, like work on that project. You're in a pandemic, like, let's be real, you've got some free time. Don't watch so much Netflix, try new things, work in different genres, work in different mediums. Send that DM to the person you've been wanting to work with, please. Like, collaborate with people that you admire. It will improve your standing as a creative in the community, and it'll help you grow so much. So yeah, push yourself, do something different, work with people you admire, and come do all of that in the CAYA space.
Give us an update on what happened today with the meeting.
Well, we just finished properly brainstorming, and like, we actually have a concept now for our photographer challenge challenge show that we're going to be working on with Art. At Art is the collective on Instagram. And yeah, really excited. I think it's going to be a load of fun. I think we're going to put a lot of photographers far out of their comfort zones and watch them suffer, which will be really fun for everybody.
Since you are here, can you do the quick YouTube thing for you? If you are enjoying this.
If you're really enjoying this content, please give us a like and a subscribe, share us with all your friends, and ring I know you said doorbell. The other bell. Ring the doorbell to get notifications every time we post. Thanks so much. Bye.
Yay!